I think sounds, just how the title says, really dictates the melody. Like, sounds make the melody. If you find a sound and it is interesting, right? You probably, it's so interesting to you. It's so inspiring to you that you actually make a melody off of it. That's what I think is a powerful sound. You know what I'm saying? And I think like there's also like a reason as to why I have this philosophy as like there's already melodies that already exist out in the universe. And I'm so sad that like technically like I've thought about this thought like years ago. In fact, I've uploaded like the video uh like 2022 I think, right? I've at least said that before. Like I have a lot of deep philosophies about sound and stuff. And I think there's this one YouTube producer like Durkee or some shit. Like I don't watch him, but I've seen the title because like okay, that sounds philosophical. Even though dude just makes trap beats, and then he ended up not really elaborating on it. But it's just like, again, I think that these sounds they already exist within inside a melody that already exists. We are pulling from it. I definitely said this like recently too, by the way, within this year. We are pulling that melody out of this grand universe, right? And you're about to make a verse. You feel me? But it's just like I think some people get so caught up in the formula of what they're trying to do, of making a trap or a jazz or like a reggae beat, that like they don't utilize the sound and maybe the way that was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It might be easier to say that you're kind of closed-minded, you know? And it might happen to me sometimes too, right? But it's just like, I honestly believe it. You know, I think when you kind of just let go and not think of it as much, then like maybe that's like when you can finally find your own sound instead of trying to sound like the last person. Some sounds are timeless, like the harp, the guitar, you know, stuff like that, you know. But your combination of sound, how do you manipulate it? Right? The reason why I think also all this stuff already exists, and I'm about to get real nerdy with it, so it's fine if you don't understand. But when you go to FL Studios and like I forgot like how I seen it, but there's this one plugin. I think it has, I forgot, but like, and you might have stumbled upon it, but there's formulas in this shit. All this stuff is numbers. Everything's numbers. Music is numbers. The frequencies, at least, numbers, hertz. You know what I'm saying? Vibrations, those exist out in the universe. All that stuff. You know what I mean? But just to put it in perspective, right? Numbers and patterns also already exist within the universe and stuff like that. To think of it like this, we work with patterns in FL Studios. You understand that? So it's just like that further like kind of reinforces the idea that yeah, your melody exists out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just an idea that you just got or something like that. That's like it's not even supposed to sound like conspiracy or anything like that. But like it's there. You know what I mean? It's there. And it's all digital coming through your DAW, so yeah, you know it's numbers. But it's how you can channel that, you know. And I really think it's more, and I'm about to like get real specific. I think it's more than just like putting shaper box to manipulate the sound on your tracks and stuff like that. That manipulates numbers and stuff. And you know what? I'm saying that when it kind of contradicts it because you know that's LFO and pitch and panning and stuff like that. But I think like it's so timeless just to even have just original sounds, like I said, frequencies that are already there. And I don't want to get too deep into it because I feel like I'm about to like sound so confusing. But white noise is a frequency that is white noise. Excuse me. Has every frequency in it. Okay. It has every sound. You could potentially make every sound from white noise if I'm not mistaken using subtractive synthesis. White noise. Run it through granulizer so it doesn't turn off. That didn't work. It's and I kind of want to. But you see how this waveform is right here? There's a solid line. And I guess to make it easier to see, I feel like I'm confusing things. Alright, this is a philosophy, by the way. This is like a real deep philosophy, I think. Alright, maybe it unlocks something within you, some potential you've had. Alright, this is what the white sound looks like, alright? If I were to like, and I'm just gonna do it on here, add a comb filter, Okay, basically hone in and cut out certain frequencies and stuff like that. As you can see, this comb filter, it shouldn't be hard to see. It's as if I were to add a lot of notches, and I'll just show it to you, I guess, just because. Nah, you guys can think. You guys have eyes. You guys can comprehend, right? What it's gonna do is change the white noise. Different. It looks different. I mean, if we were to just turn the comb filter back off. Okay, so like I'm saying is that, I mean, just think about this shit, all right? And I know I'm sounding like not confusing, but hopefully not. I'm just trying to like pick your mind, all right? What if we think that the universe is really quiet out there in space, but it's really not? What if it was like just some type of noise? Maybe not white, but it was just like, what if it's dark noise? But like, fucking, the way I like to think about it is like a wall of sound, all right? Not even universe, just, you know, backtrack things. Wall of sound hits you in the face. What are you listening? What are you hearing? How do you filter out with your ears? You know what I'm saying? This is your job now as the person making music. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Noise just hits you. Whole bunch of nothingness hits you, but a whole bunch of everything hits you at the same time, right? What can you hear in the side of that? You know what I mean? I'm asking you. Might be a little bit more cool than that sound, but what can you subtract from the everything? You're like, this dude is fucking crazy. Maybe. Yes, that's why my shit fit to be lit. If I can ever figure out my own self. You know what I mean? You guys have to figure out your own selves. Alright? You have your own sound. I promise you. Not something like this. It could be like the combo of sounds. Yeah, probably something cool. Right? It doesn't have to be reggae or jazz or something like that. Those are combinations of sounds. Trap is a combination of sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm nothing different, right? To be honest, I like making melodies. I try to make beats, blah blah blah, trying to even unlock my own self. But like, guarantee someone could be more. But also at the same time, I'm probably just a crazy lunatic, so it doesn't really matter.